Okay, so here we have a recent bike I just picked up. This is a felt, but it's been converted to electric, so it's got a 9 continents motor on here. 9 continents is one of the first sort of higher speed electric bike motors they made. I'm pretty sure that's correct anyway. Basically I think what happened was in Beijing they banned petrol powered mopeds and things like that. So what people wanted was a fast electric solution because they weren't allowed to use mopeds anymore. So what they did was they came up with these 250 watt in bunny ears and 15 mile an hour in bunny ears electric motors. Realistically, one of these 9 continent motors can handle about 6,000 watts peak. Continuous about 3,000, well not continuous, but intermittent duty realistically 3,000 to 4,000 watts. But it's under ignition acceleration 6,000 watts. This one's rated at 500, although it's the same as 1,000 inside. It's just limited by the controller, or not in this case. It's front wheel drive, so you don't want too much power really. Things get a bit interesting with front wheel drive e-bike at that kind of power. And we've got V-brakes, so you know you're really pushing your luck. Anyway, so it's based on a felt. The felt itself has those Throttle forks, the motor attached to it. You've got a Livio gearing, 24 speed. The frame itself does have disc mounts, international standard mounts, not post mounts or anything like that, but they're totally fine. It's rocking V-brakes at the moment. Kind of a nice hybrid frame, not bad on its own. I gave 80 for this whole thing, but yeah, so we've got a Cycle Analyst Mark 1. It does actually come up with Cycle Analyst when you turn it on. Hang on. Pretty sure it does anyway, so off. The Cycle Analyst version 2.1 apparently. It's not a Mark 1, it's a version 2.1. Yeah, that's a real old Cycle Analyst. 37.8 volts at the moment. You've got all your watt hour and all that stuff. It's not set up properly, I don't think. Got to go into the menu and set the shunt and things like that, I believe. No, it does display wattage, so yeah, I've just got to learn how to use the 2.6 this version of Cycle Analyst. But it's got a Crystal Lake controller in here. It's a 24 volt, 72 volt, 30 amp controller. On-off switch on the side. Little baby thing. I'm assuming it's a 12 FET. There's FETs each side, being 72 volts. It might not be, but it might only be a 6. But it's a bit weird it being 72 volts. Such a wide voltage range. It's limited to 30 amps as well. So that's 30 amps at 72 volts. It's not really that low, if we're totally honest. It's a fair bit of power. Not that I'd want to be running. No, I probably would. You know I would. Everyone on YouTube is like, yeah, you would. I had a Xiaomi scooter on 45 mile an hour on a 22S, so 72 volts through that. Yeah, Suntour fork. Not sure actually. The aluminium casting levers might rip away from the rest of it. Then there's all the. Basically, you're putting all the stress on the fork bushes, then the headset is next in line, and then the head tube itself on the frame is next in line. It's sort of pulling the whole front end along. So long term it probably wouldn't be too good for a bicycle to be front wheel drive, but especially considering how much of a lever that is compared to a scooter. It's got mud guards on it. Yeah, I know, I left them on there. It's only because I didn't notice. Yeah, I'll leave the back one on. I don't really agree with the front one because you get something wedged in there, it's going to be a fun time, and I have had that happen just on old rallies and things like that, so no, not doing that. It's got Schwalbe Marathon tyres on it. The Marathons? Yeah, Schwalbe Marathon Plus is on it, which are meant to be punch resistant. They're not, they're really not. It's just asking for bad luck as soon as you say that. It has got a twist throttle on it. And I will go for a quick spin up the road. This thing is not particularly quick. It was originally running lead acids in here. And then it came with lithium iron phosphate. And someone I know has, I mean, if you know my YouTube channel, you can probably guess. Has just gone, yeah, we'll just stick this in here because I found a battery that has charge in it. So, you know, I'm going to mount that to the frame and other batteries. One's going to be down here and one's going to be up here. And there's probably going to be one in the back as well. Yeah, until I get parts for the Saab, because yeah, Saab's not running at the moment because of the silly thermostat housing to heater matrix hose that I need, which is ridiculous. You think you'd be able to get a hose for that? You can get every other hose But that one, I did order a whole kit, so you can get a whole kit for the Saab. But they sent the wrong kit. And as it's basically a friend that bought it, they're refusing to send it back. They sent a left-hand drive, and obviously being in the UK, I need right-hand drive. You probably think, what's the difference? Well, the difference is everything's on one side because the steering rack and steering wheel are off to the other side. So essentially, the hose lengths and things are different. Not only are the lengths different, the diameters are different. So this is unfortunately completely flawed. This is only on 36 volts, so it's about 500 watts on 36 volts. I'm giving it a bit of pedaling. It just works like a normal pedal assist bike up this hill, if I'm totally honest. No, not really, because the high bike and things like that go through the gearing. This only has one gear, so it sort of struggles with drop down to, I can't see what psychoanalyst is saying because it's not in the right setting. But it's no limit, it will do about 25 mile an hour ish. Right, so I get psychoanalyst on the right setting. Now it's runtime voltage. Might have charging it, but that battery is not the best. Nope. There we go. Miles per hour slash. You've got a pedal to get this, or shove this thing to get it to go first. It won't. There we go. So I'm just doing it one-handed. Come on, come on. She's not that quick. This road's not that smooth either, though, so. 20 miles an hour. Oh yes. So 20.2 miles an hour on a flat battery. I would say it's not bad, but it's not great at all, really. It's just like me on a normal push bike, over an average of 100 miles. Well, I say normal push bike, like a road bike. Not really a mountain bike with knobblies on it, but you know what I mean. So it does give it a bit of extra assistance, so it makes it easier, but it really is just like, you know, a normal electric bike without a 15 mile an hour limiter, essentially, at the moment. Of course, that motor can handle a lot. Claims to be 500 watts. I wonder if the shunt's set right. Claims we're pulling 500 watts. I doubt it. 16.2 going up a grade 6. I don't think this is even a grade 6. The other bit's a grade 6. What? I don't know what percent this hill is. Oh, we've dropped down to 33 volts there. This battery's probably not up to the task either. I don't know what cells it's got in it. It's literally just something jazz through on here. It's better. Oh, we're 32. Probably getting quite warm, I suspect. I'd say I don't want people seeing my house, but I'm moving in a week anyway, so who cares? But anyways, right, that concludes this video. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe for better things than this, and look on other videos for better things than this. I know this is pretty cool for £80. £80 electric bike, cheap electric bike, you know, whatever. Thank you for watching.